everyone, it's Kate from the Forward Line. I am back this week to talk new sewing pattern for releases for the last month. It has been a good one. So we've got some really fab patterns to talk to you about. Before we get going, a couple of things. The first thing is that today, the 2nd of April, is National Handmade Day, which we thought was worth celebrating. So for today only, we've never done this before, we thought we'd have 15% off everything on the site. So you can use the code handmade day, which I'll pop down below, and yeah, you get 15% off everything. So we thought that might be a bit of fun, and it's just for today. The other thing, this is off on a bit of a tangent, but I got a few emails last week about the flowers in my videos, which I've definitely spoken about before, but they are pretty gorgeous. So they are from a company called Freddies Flowers. It's like a subscription, and they come and you kind of make the bunch, and yeah, they're beautiful. They actually last for ages, I will say. They last for like 2 weeks. I have got a discount code which I can give you to give you a free bunch if you wanted to try. So the code is KU84, and I'll put that down below as well. Yeah, so if you want to give it a whirl and try it out, you get a free bunch. I think I get a half price bunch the next time. So yeah, everyone wins. Yeah, that was that. So before we get going, I will say there is a link down below to a blog post, so you can go and see all the new releases for this month, but these are a selection of my favourites. So the first one we've got is the Marsha style Elia shirt and dress. This comes in sizes 6 to 34. It is a really lovely shirt dress, and there are quite a lot of options. So I'm going to show you the line drawings. There are 4 variations for this. You can see here there is a classic shirt with a collar, which you can also extend into a dress, and the sleeve of this changes. You can see it's got a really sweet kind of bell sleeve on it. There's a version with a sort of grandad collar and a bell sleeve, and another dress version that has an elasticated waist, the grandad collar, buttons down the front, and these really nice sort of slanted patch pockets. I think this is a really fantastic pattern. It's classic, so you'll wear it season on season. There's enough going on to make it interesting. I just thought this would be a really nice option for spring. So if you're looking for a bit of a blouse or shirt to make, this could be a really lovely option. The next thing I've got to talk to you about is the Ada dress from Sew Over It. I loved this, and I think this is a really great pattern. It's very much on trend as well. So if I show you the line drawing for this, you can see that the dress is sort of panelled at the front. It's got that really sweet sort of curved seam line underneath the bust with some gathering, which is very much on trend. It's got shearing at the cuffs. It's a really nice dress. I think that you could wear this to lots of things. I think it's quite a useful, and as life is now returning more to normal and we are going out a bit more, I think this is a really nice dress that you could wear to work, or you could wear out. It's quite casual but smart, so it's a nice option, and it comes in sizes, because I don't think I said this, 6 to 30, so it's got a really great size range on this. So yes, I thought that was a good one. Next up, a big release for this month, which I'm sure many of you have seen. It's the Tilly and the Buttons Erin dungarees. These are fab. I love these. They're quite similar to, in style, to the ones in her book, and they were really popular. So let's have a look at what's going on. So dungarees are fab, but these have kind of got interesting details on them. So you can see at the front there's the bib with 2 seam lines running down the bib. It's got a seam line around the waist, and it looks like, sorry, this is awful, I should know this. Yes, they're little pockets, inseam pockets, which are really nice detail. The great thing about having those is, obviously pockets are fab, but it doesn't ruin the line of the garment. I find with dungarees, if you have pockets at the sides and you have I'm a pear shape, so I've got larger hips. Pockets at the side sort of accentuate your hips, whereas these actually are really clever in terms of the cut. It's got straps that you pull through and tie. They're a really simple pattern. You can make this quite quickly and it's perfect for spring. It's great for layering. Everyone has gone mad for these and I can see why. So sizing for this, they come in sizes 6 to 34. They're just fab, and so many people have made them already and are raving about them, which is always a good sign. I think when someone makes something really quickly, when a release happens, you kind of know it's going to be a good one. So yeah, I was pleased and excited to see this one. Next up, I think this might be my favourite release of the month. It's the Bonnie jacket from Made My Wardrobe. I love this. I think it's fantastic. So let me show you the line drawing of this. So there are 6 variations. All the variations on it are quite, they're sort of quite simple changes. I really like how simple it is. It's a really great layering piece. There's a kind of a crop version and a longer version. There are pockets as well that kind of do interesting shaped pockets. It's just a really useful item. It's quite quick to make. There aren't any fastenings. I just really like it. Let me just double check. It is for woven. That's what I was double checking. Yes, it's woven. Sorry, I suddenly thought was it jersey? But I think this is a great layering piece and I think you could get kind of a lot of wear out of it. I think it's fab. So yeah, my probably favourite one of the month. Next up, we've got a magazine. We've got the Tauco issue number 3. This is on pre-order at the moment. This is going to be so great. So if you haven't got it yet or pre-ordered it, go for it. And as soon as it comes into stock, they get like ships out in a mass exodus. So if you haven't come across them before, it's a relatively new pattern magazine. There are 12 patterns included. I will show you a picture of the line drawing so you can see which patterns are included this month. Really great selection of patterns. The sizing on them are great as well. They are 6 to 32 for all of the patterns. So you can see that we've got a couple of tops, a jumpsuit, a bag, a couple of dresses, a shirt, a skirt. So you actually get quite a lot of value for your money with this, and also comes with really lovely articles, essays, and there's columns, and there's lots of other stuff. And there's sort of, I think this season's one is focusing on like vintage pieces and the value of them. Yes, so they will, in terms of dates and stuff for this, because I said it was on pre-order, they should be in on the 11th of April, so not too long to wait. Right, next pattern, it's the month of blouses, actually. I will say shirts. There are lots of shirts this month, and this one I thought was worth mentioning. It's the Cashmerette Vernon shirt. This comes in sizes UK 8 to 34. Anyone who hasn't come across Cashmerette before, they specialise in curvy sewing patterns, specifically patterns for people with big busts as well. So there are bust cut options for this shirt, which is, as you know, if you have a bigger bust, the gaping hole between where your bust is always a nightmare, which I have quite a lot with shirts. So this you won't have. So let me show you the line drawing. It's a really classic shape. You can see the first one. It's a completely, I don't mean this, bog standard shirt, but one that's going to fit you. It's got darts at the bust. The second variation is interesting actually. It's got a much bigger collar, kind of a statement collar, and then it's got this interesting detail on the sleeve. You can see there's a seam going across, and it's just adding a bit of shape into it, which I really love. I think is really interesting. But if you've been looking to make the perfect kind of shirt and you do have a bigger bust, then this is definitely the one to go and to try. And her patterns are fabulous and everyone raves about them, so they're really well done. So you're in safe hands with her. So next up, I've got the My Handmade Wardrobe Home Buddy joggers. I popped these in because who doesn't need a pair of something comfy to wear in their lives? I loved the shape of these actually. So there are obviously quite a lot of jogging bottoms on the sewing pattern market, but I just really, I'll show you the picture and I think you'll agree, really nice shape. They're very simple construction. They've got pockets, which I really like. They've got a drawstring waist. They've got a cuff on the bottom. They're quite kind of, they're quite close fitting. They're not too relaxed fit, which I think is more personally more flattering. I think I just thought they were a really nice shape. And if you're looking for something nice and cozy to make to wear around or to go exercising in, I thought these would be a really fantastic option. So they come in sizes UK 8 to 28, these ones. So last but not least, I said it's the month of shirts. I've got one more shirt for you. This is the 9 Lives vest from the Sewing Workshop. This comes in sizes UK 4 to 22. I loved this. I thought it was really interesting and it's really simple, which is also really nice. So if you haven't made a shirt before and you were thinking about it, this could be a really nice option because it looks like a shirt, but when I show you the line drawing, you'll see it's actually really simple. So it's almost like a square. I loved the curved seam line at the front. I think it's really interesting, but it's almost like a square with holes which are for your arms, but they're kind of just almost like slits in the kind of, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And buttons down the front and a collar, but it's really flattering. I think it's a shape that will suit a lot of people. I think the hemline is really interesting. You can make it, I think if you wanted to, obviously you can check, but if you wanted to extend it, just draw the line down further. I think it could be a really interesting one as a layering piece that you wear open. I think I just think it would be a useful piece for people's wardrobe. It's a nice simple make and yeah, you'd get a lot of wear out of it. And please will someone make it longer and try and make it into a layering piece because I think that would be fab. So that is it from me. I hope that was helpful. I hope you found something nice. Don't forget to check out the blog post with all of everything for the last month. And we will be back soon with another video. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.